Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Digital Pandemonium podcast. I am Harrison, and I'm here with Gabe, Ed, Darren, Zyarye, who ain't currently at his computer right now, and we have a guest star today, AshOffTopic. Welcome to the
Hello.
show.
It's good to be
There
here.
he is.
Eddie, what are you doing?
Flip your phone and you go to Australia.
Watch,
Yeah,
I can
can't-
flip my camera, my whole
I
laptop.
can't actually see
There
you guys
go.
like properly unless you do flip it upside down. It's like because I'm upside down.
Oh no!
Yeah, because man is in Australia. Oh, shit.
I can't do it for mine. Mine just looks like
Recording continues smoothly.
There we
Live
go.
video will return when their internet improves.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Okay.
Oof.
Oh, boy. This is
I'm
off to
on the 5G internet.
Good job, Gabe. You want a cookie?
Me too.
No, I can just order one using my 5G internet.
Hey,
You know
Gabe,
what? That's fair.
Hi, Eddie.
You know what?
I like your haircut. You like mine?
I do like yours. It looks nice.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, yeah. So we're here. I'm not sure. Ash, can you still hear us? Like,
What
can
are you
Yeah, I
doing,
can still
Gabe?
hear you fine.
Nothing.
Dude, nothing's going wrong for me. I can
Oh my
everything's
gosh. It's
Well, we figured
okay.
we figured this might happen.
This is what happens when you try to get someone in Australia.
Oh crap! We can't be suspicious in chat because we have a guest star now. Oh,
Yeah,
Oof.
we can.
Darren.
fine. Wait, what's the problem? Is there just like hella lag or something?
Just on our end, I'm not sure. Well, it says the recording is smooth. Like for us, the recording continues smoothly, so we'll get your raw footage just fine. It's just right now we can't see jack diddly squat from you, but it's all right. If it says it's going smoothly on your side, we can do it anyway. So yeah. So how's everyone doing?
I'm
Very
alive.
good.
That's good.
I think. Yes.
Same here.
Anyway, what, Darren? What did you say?
I said me too. So I'm
You're
still
alive.
here.
That is good. I don't know where the heck
I'm alive.
I don't know what the heck he's doing. He said he'll be right back, but all right, we'll just see. We will have to see. So I'm trying to think what has happened to us lately. Happened to me lately. Oh, Gabe, do you want to talk about our trip
Oh, your camping trip.
last weekend? Yeah, Gabe is just looking very. But hey, Gabe, it was a fun trip. It was a very fun trip.
It was. Which one?
The
Oh,
camping
yeah.
trip with Allie.
Very fun.
Did
I
you
remember.
forget? I was about
No,
to
it's
say-
just a lot's going on this week.
Understandable. I thought it was like, was it all that drinking that got to you, boy?
You're not supposed to say that. You're going to compromise our integrity. Just kidding. No, it was actually work.
Understandable.
Work
Yeah.
makes me lose brain cells sometimes.
Making that money.
It's my last week. Shut up.
Money.
It's my last week at work. I put in my 2 weeks 2 weeks ago. I go back to school soon.
Yeah, I go back. I'm moving into my my apartment next Wednesday.
Apartment?
Yeah, it is an apartment building that is part of the dorm.
A dorm.
A dorm that is also an apartment because there's suites, there's dorms, and then there's apartments.
A dorm.
Well, it's called an apartment because it's a 5-person room.
Dorm.
Do you mean
No,
a 5-room apartment or a 5-person
he gave me the
room?
bird. Ed, what are you doing?
Wait, can you guys hear me at all?
That is very. Oh, we can hear you. It's
Oh,
just-
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
Ed,
yeah, we
stop.
can hear you. Just we can't see you right now. But it says your recording is smooth. Ed, what is that? Ed just became Freddy Fazbear. Okay. What is this? This is cursed. Anyways, so I guess we should just talk a little bit about the trip, Gabe, if you want to go. I mean, it was a very nice trip. Got into nature, although the
Whose phone's making that noise?
That would be mine. That would have been Lewis.
Make him shut up.
I will make him shut up. Anyway.
Or
Whoa.
I'll do it myself.
Oh my god! Just pulls out the frickin' what is that?
The Luga.
The Luga.
Oh my, Ed. Oh my.
Anyway, so
Eddie.
Gabe, can we talk about how Saturday we got absolutely wasted?
Oh, not absolutely wasted. Maybe a little bit.
Maybe just a little bit, you know, just a little bit. I mean, I had,
Only
two
slightly
drinks and then
wasted.
a shot of fire.
Ah, aha! I had 3.
Hey, I had also a shot of Fireball. That didn't help at all. And then
I
the
don't like
cake.
Fireball.
We had 8 cake, and I'm not sure if anyone knows this, but cake and alcohol don't mix at all.
Eh.
And then it was
I do
really
not know
hot
that.
in the room because the dehumidifier was like blowing hot air, and I was like, I had to go outside for some air.
It turns out we were supposed to turn it off while we were there and leave it on when we're not there.
Well, then
We did not get the memo.
we did not get the memo at all. We were just sweating to death.
Harrison, I'm confused. I thought you said this was a camping trip,
Yeah, it was pretty much a camping trip.
but you were sleeping in a building.
And a cab, well,
That's not camping.
yeah, sort of like a cabin-esque, like out in the middle woods.
You want to know how we do it in Australia?
It's a
we
cabin.
have a tarp and a sleeping bag, and that's all you need for the next 10 days.
Well, Australia is less civilized, so that makes sense. No, I'm kidding.
No, we're perfectly civilized. We just have
I'm
a
just
greater
messing.
sense of adventure.
Ah.
A sense of adventure.
What did I get back to?
Hey, Zyarye, welcome back. We were just introduced our guest star, and you're like, we're talking about our trip.
Edward, don't say that. Bad, Eddie. You can't say that in chat.
What I was gonna say,
Darren, you can't finish that sentence.
I was gonna.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Ash, please
gosh.
don't look at the podcast chat. This is scuffed.
Well, why would you tell him not to look at it? Now he's going to look at it.
Now I'm looking at it. It's
You know
true.
how this
I
process
know.
works. Come on, Harry.
I'm sorry.
Guys.
We're going to get canceled.
That doesn't even look that bad.
And froze.
Maybe I just don't get the inside joke.
Yet.
Yeah. Oh, Ed died.
Ed.
I think his phone died. Oh well. Anyway, wait, Zyarye, are you still there?
Yep, yeah, I'm still here.
Would you mind turning on your camera?
No.
Oof.
No.
Wow. No.
When I gotta like clean up my stuff, so that's why I'm not doing it.
All right, that's understandable. Anyway,
I
What a-
still have to clean up my room.
I don't
Why?
care.
But Harrison's like, he's on a time crunch. And I'm like, okay.
yeah.
But that's understandable. Eddie Fazbear has joined the chat.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god, this is so cursed. This is so cursed. Anyway, so yeah, that's what pretty much happened to me. And what was it? Yeah, just a fun time. Anyway, so I'm just trying to.
Fuck. It's going.
Ed, I think it's because it's recording. You can't switch your thing. Oh my, this is cursed.
Did Ed break again?
Ed broke again.
No.
Boo.
Anyways.
Dumbass.
Anyway, so gosh darn. Anyway, so might as well just get why we have Ash here because we're going to talk about Australia for a bit
Let's go.
for a good portion of the podcast. Yes, that's the only reason why we have Ash here.
That's a nice name.
I'm a nice person to be around, aren't I? I don't know. I thought so.
Yeah. So I guess the first question, like, I'm just trying to think, like, how long have you been in Australia? Like, for most of your life, or like?
From the way
Okay,
he's sounding,
so-
it sounds like he was born there.
No, I was not actually. I was not born in Australia.
You weren't.
No, I was actually born in the UK in a town called Chichester, which is like not too far from Portsmouth. Um, and I think I was like 8 months old when we moved to Australia. And I've lived in Australia ever since then. So I've lived in Australia for what's my birthday in like a week and a half. So I've lived in Australia for, I suppose, 19 years now, which is 19 of my 20 years, pretty much.
Wow.
That is actually very cool now. And so yeah.
And I do have full
now that we're
UK
here to talk
citizenship, so
about
I'm also British.
Oh.
Because I was born there, I am
Wow,
technically
Aussie and
British as well. So you get two in one.
All right. So which side is your fucking accent?
Oh, Australian, 100%.
Which side of the world does it decide to be on today?
I would prefer to be in the northern hemisphere right now.
So Australia, got it.
It's cold in Australia right now.
It's cold in Australia?
It's not like cold, but like
It's winter,
I wish it
isn't
was
it?
warmer. Yeah, we're just coming out of winter right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, Harrison, I literally went on a ski trip like 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah, I forgot you went on the ski trip. Gabe, what are you doing?
Oh my gosh, it's an earthquake! I can't! Okay, I'm fine.
This podcast curse.
This podcast is cursed.
Oh God.
Is it true that in Australia you guys live mostly on the coastline?
Yes, that is 100% true. Like 90% of Australia is not even inhabited. It's like you look out to the middle of Australia and you've got absolutely no one there.
Okay.
It's great. Actually, if you look up a map with like the lights and where the lights are in Australia, you'll have the entire east coast with lights, a little bit of the west coast, and like a bit of the south coast as well. And then everywhere else is just nothing. Why?
Why is that?
Because the middle of Australia is just a horrible place. It's just like, it's basically desert. It's like there's all the way down the east coast, there's this thing called the Great Dividing Range.
Oh.
And once you get like a little ways away from that, it basically turns into desert, and that's all you've got until you get to the other coast. And Australia's a big country, so the other coast is a very long way away. You know, we're like the 5th biggest country in the world.
Wow, I did not know that.
And we're the largest island. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I mean, that kind of makes sense. Anyway, so let me just look. So yeah, so I just want to hear, because you told me some of these off podcasts. Oh, do you know what I forgot? We should probably mention how we know like, how do I know Ash, and like if you have any other like social media accounts that people can find out about, like you have public stuff and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I will just go into a little bit details of. So I met Ash. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. No, I can't remember what my TikTok username is. Hang on, give me a second.
I mean, I can just.
I mean, you can link this stuff, right?
Yeah, we can link it. Yeah, in the search.
Yeah. So my TikTok is my name, just like Ashton Gresham, which is my full name. I mean, bar the 2 middle names, but is just Ashton Gresham under the username Paladin X19, and then my Instagram is just AshOffTopic. Yeah, and that content is basically all like on TikTok I do some of my socio-political hot takes, and then on Instagram it's basically entirely faith-based. Bro, what is going on?
Interesting.
National Socialist.
National.
I believe we are looking at your ceiling.
Ed, are we looking?
What?
Eddie, I think we're looking at your ceiling. Oh, there we
What?
go.
What are you looking at?
We're looking
You
at
now.
your beautiful eyes.
Your ugly ass face. Freddy
Eddie,
Fazbear.
don't hurt Eddie's feelings.
Oh wow.
I'm sorry, Eddie. You're very handsome.
Ed's like, wow. Anyway, so So how I met Ash, it's pretty funny. It was on Hannah's
No.
Discord. What was it, Ash? When did you join? Like, and you were
So I've
joined in
only been
June, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I've only been on the Discord for like 2 months now. And I think the first time I talked to you was someone was talking about temptation with the Bible and stuff like that, and I think you were on that call or something like that, and I jumped in because
I
I was
think
like,
I
oh,
might have been.
they're talking Bible. I'll talk with them. So I started talking, and then basically every day since then I've been on the Discord with no life.
It do be like that. And yeah, I think it just and funny enough, you were on Hannah's stream that one time. I remember that.
Which
That was
stream?
on, what was it? The Minecraft, the Minecraft.
Oh yeah, the dragon. Yeah, I was on that stream.
The slaying the dragon and spreading the influence of Spang
Spung bung.
Spang bang.
Spung bung will
Spang
reign
bang.
forever.
Bang.
Sping bong.
Wait, Darren, Gabe, Eddie, are you guys all in for Spung bung? Are you guys part of that group? Yeah.
Spang bang. I did something special and I added an SH pronunciation to the front, so it's spang bang.
You know, I'm not sure I fully agree with that, Gabe.
Of course, because you're German.
Oh. Oh, you're gonna have to agree with it then. Spang bang. It's fun to say though, I have to admit.
It is pretty fun to say. That is very true. Anyway, so and Ed and Darren are just saying hi to each other. Anyway, so Ash, I want to hear. So now we're here talking about Australia. The first thing I wanted to ask you is, what are some like wildlife experiences you had in Australia, like with the Australian fauna? I just gotta hear some of these stories.
I am guessing that you're talking about the two particular instances that I told you about.
Yeah, I want to hear
okay,
those.
I can retell
these guys
those.
need to hear it.
All right, so as Australia is world renowned, I suppose, as very dangerous in terms of the wildlife. And the scary thing about that is that it's not even limited to like the carnivorous wildlife or like the actual venomous wildlife. I mean, kangaroos are quite dangerous as well. And I personally, I spend a lot of time in the bush. I do a lot of camps, and back when I was in high school, I did a cadet program. Actually, both of my kind of scary wildlife stories are probably from cadet camps. But I was in cadets, and I was what was I? I think this was when I was a corporal. And sorry, lance corporal. I was the lance corporal. And basically, we were doing an activity during the day, and I was leading my section with
Bless you,
kid.
Darren.
Louis.
Oh,
This is
sorry,
the-
we have surprise guest appears. It's Lewis.
His name.
Surprise
CNRKSJXNFBFG.
appearance by
J.
Lewis. Welcome, Lewis. We have a guest star.
Lewis.
Yo, there's some download. It says something's downloading. I download right.
A virus, a Trojan virus.
No, that's your footage. That's your footage, Lewis.
And
You're all good.
Only
My
fans.
footage is being downloaded.
Yeah, your recording is
What the
being
heck?
downloaded live.
Don't do that.
Yep. So yeah, so
Yo.
Ash, that is Lewis, our resident
He's being
goofball. Another
Hello,
resident
Lewis.
goofball.
Goofball.
Anyway, what was I saying? I can't remember.
You were talking about like your camping trips or something.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
that's
So I was
what
on cadets.
think
I was
you
the
were
lance
on
corporal, and we were doing a day activity. And I was walking up front of my section with one other kid, quite a small kid actually. Like he was, I think at that stage I was in year 10, so I would have been like 16. I think I would have been probably about 6'2" at that point. So this kid was quite a lot shorter than me, despite being only like a year younger than me. No, actually, I probably would have been about 6'3" in year 10, maybe even taller. I don't know. Anyway, But this kid was quite a lot smaller than me, and basically we were just walking up front, like trudging through the bush, and this massive, easily the biggest red belly black snake that I've ever seen. Now, for context, red belly black snakes aren't far from the most dangerous snakes in Australia, but you still don't want to have a bad run-in with them. But yeah, it was a good, like, I'm gonna say it was probably nearing on 6 foot long, probably maybe even bigger. What is going on here? Was a
I don't
very
know what
large
these
snake.
guys are doing.
Yeah, I'm very confused as well.
Yeah, Gabe.
Oh, just
Ed,
ignore us. We're listening.
Right. Okay.
We're listening.
We act like we're NPCs, so we can't control it.
Oh, you guys should do those NPC lives on TikTok.
They're NPCs.
You should do those NPC lives on TikTok and earn thousands
my
of dollars.
gosh.
from them.
No, I hate those. Those are so.
That
They
sounds
honestly,
like a
they
good
are the most
idea.
disturbing thing I
Those
think
are
I've
so
ever seen on
stupid.
TikTok. On TikTok. But anyway,
The
so
live. Oh my god. Why? Oh, they're so bad.
this So anyway, yeah, this snake just comes out from underneath the brush, and I see it emerge, and my first instinct, obviously, when you see a massive snake come out, is to is to run. But I also
I'm
noticed that
so
this kid.
sorry, Ed. I'm sorry, Ed.
That's
What was
okay.
that?
I understand.
What
I
was
understand. I'm having the same
that?
problem.
Ed, you look so stupid. Oh my gosh. Oh my. Only on the Digital Pandemonium podcast. Only here. I'm sorry, Ash.
Gosh, one of these days, if you guys actually like get your podcast like to a really high level where you're able to fund yourself to have like your own studio, it's gonna be hilarious to see what you're like when you're all in the same room together.
Oh my
In the same room, yeah.
That's
No,
gonna be
nothing's
hectic.
getting recorded. Nothing's getting.
Nothing is getting recorded.
Nothing's getting done.
Nothing.
Uh,
We did one
We did
time,
one time.
and that ended up being the most scuffed episode yet. Ed freaking had, what was it? Ed had a freaking big barrel of pretzels, eating it as we're recording, and just gorping down this barrel of pretzels.
Darren almost died.
Darren almost died by choking on his water. It was because Gabe freaking played with the mic. Remember that, Gabe? And just and then what was the thing? And then Ed and Dan were trying to figure out the ice machine in the background, and all I hear from
My
Ed-
brother in Christ.
yeah, my brother in Christ. It's in there. You put the ice in the freaking. You get.
You
the
turn
ice.
it on and the ice comes out. Yeah.
just in the background. It was the funniest thing ever. Oh, jeez. Anyway, Ash, please continue before we derail any
I can't
further.
remember where I was. See, this is why I'm called Ash Off Topic, is because I get off topic so easily.
I guess that makes sense. Well, you'll fit in here greatly because we do go off.
Yeah, this
we
should be
go
called the Off Topic
real
Podcast. Actually, no,
fast.
that's my podcast name. You guys don't get to take that. That's my podcast name. When I start my own podcast, that's gonna be my podcast.
Darn.
But anyway,
Just remember, you were talking about this big ass snake coming from the brush, and then this kid.
Yeah. So this snake emerges, and my like first instinct is just to sprint away from it, and that's generally not what you're supposed to do around snakes. It's general of.
I'm sorry. Is it Ed? Is it Ed?
I think it's mainly Gabe.
Hiya, Ed. What are you? It's mainly Gabe. Gabe, what?
Oh my god.
Hiya.
Hi.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, so this
Guten Abend.
So my first instinct is to run away from this snake, and that's generally not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to stay calm, and you're supposed to slowly back away. But I was like, hell nah, there's no way I'm just slowly backing away from this absolutely massive snake. So I literally turn around, and this kid, remember, he's a lot smaller than me. I basically grab him around the waist and like sprint like 10 meters back from the snake and start shouting like snake, snake, snake to my entire section. And then I proceeded to have
I'm
to.
just imagine you carrying that kid like a freaking briefcase, just
That's pretty.
like a
That's pretty
freaking
much how it
football.
was. Yeah, that's pretty much how I picked him up, just like under one arm. And then I proceeded to have to screw around because there's proper procedure for when you come across things like that. I had to try and make a marker for the rest of the cadet unit to stay away from this area, and because obviously you don't want the rest of the unit going into that area. But I had to try and do it by myself around this snake, like to make sure that no one else would go there. But that was a pain in the ass. But yeah, that's one of my stories. I've got like a lot of others, but my other one is probably one of the stupidest things that I've ever done in my life. I decided to go up against a mob of
Oh,
kangaroos.
is this the kangaroo?
Yeah. Now
You what?
I'm going to give full warning here. No one ever try this. If you were in Australia and you come across kangaroos, do not walk up to them. Especially if it's a full mob, because they will potentially box you. Yeah, exactly, Darren. They will box you. But and you don't want to be in that position because they are actually very dangerous.
Darren and Lewis.
Boom, 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 boom.
But anyway, so
Can they kill you?
yeah, I'm sure they can kill you. I don't know if anyone's actually ever been killed by one, but I'm sure that's happened before. I would say they are dangerous enough to kill you though. But I think it might have been actually the exact same cadet camp. So I'm someone who has actually spent a lot of time out in the country. My uncle owns a farm, so like generally I would visit his farm like, I don't know, once a year, twice a year. I spend a couple weeks up there hunting and helping out with like the cattle and all that sort of stuff, and that's something that I'm quite used to, like dealing with kangaroos. What's going on here?
Yes.
What is Gabe? Gabe, what are you doing?
Yes, a kangaroo attacked a man in Redmond, Australia, and blocked emergency paramedics from getting to him in time.
Oh my
He was
God.
killed in 1936.
Bro deserves a Darwin Award for that.
That's
Says since 1936.
that takes some skill to die to a kangaroo.
Yeah.
Just skills.
The kangaroo blocked paramedics' access to him. That's funny.
Actually,
He just freaking bodied him. It's like, what are you? And just squares up to the paramedics. Like, I dare you to try rescuing this man.
no,
Oh, I'm
Well,
sorry, I
the-
read it wrong. It's the first fatal attack by a kangaroo in Australia since 1936.
the kangaroo says no.
Oh, right.
The kangaroo said, no.
Oh, this was last year.
Damn.
To be fair, kangaroos have a really lethal kick, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, yeah. So what they do is
Well, yeah, just don't get up behind him or up to him at all.
they have their tail, and their tail's actually very strong. Like, their tail's probably the strongest muscle in their body, but they like lean back on their tail and are able to kick forward with both of their front feet. And that's actually very dangerous. Like, there's the swiping that they do, like the boxing, but the actual kick that they do is probably the most dangerous part. Are you mocking me, Harrison?
I'm gonna turn to Hannah.
Oh, why? Is your phone about to die?
Oh, God.
I'll be back.
Darren.
Eddie! No, Eddie!
Oh, God.
No!
Ed became
No,
Hannah.
not
Oh,
Freddy
no.
Fazbear.
Sorry.
Not Freddy Fazbear.
I smudged it. No!
I'm sorry. We are
But yeah.
having technical...
I
All
don't-
right.
Do you want me to keep on going, or do you want to see if... What?
Keep on going, please.
Alright. So anyway, I think it might have been the exact same cadet camp. There were a lot of kangaroos on the range that year for some reason. I don't know why. But for context, we did all our cadet camps on like a military range, a military training range. I can't remember where, but it's somewhere in Australia, a few hours away from Sydney. But anyway, so there are a lot of kangaroos on the range that year for whatever reason, and my platoon. Actually, this is the next year. I was a platoon sergeant at this stage, and my platoon was marching down the road, and we come across an entire big mob of kangaroos, in just standing in the way of us on the road. And so my platoon commander, my CUO, she called the platoon to halt because obviously you don't want to go marching into a group of kangaroos, because that is quite dangerous. But me as someone who has more experience with kangaroos than like most Sydney kids, and that was who I was with. I was with a bunch of Sydney kids that like have no experience in any rural areas. I sort of realized that, you know, like this mob is like it's a big mob, but they don't have a really big alpha male. And me being as tall as I was, for context, remember I'm 6'5", I'm quite large. Large, I shouldn't have said that. That's going to get taken out of context. But I know that there's not a particularly big alpha male in this group, so I start walking towards the probably the largest male that I could find in the group, and I just walk straight into this group of kangaroos, and I essentially just stand up straight, and I'm like arcing up to this guy that's like standing there trying to act like he's the big dog and the alpha male, and that was probably like one of the stupidest things I've ever done, because even if it was a smaller kangaroo, that kangaroo was probably a lot stronger than me. But I got lucky. He assessed me. He decided that I was either not worth his time or that I would have beaten him, which I probably wouldn't have. So this kangaroo just turned around and hopped off, and the rest of the mob went with him. And I just sort of trotted back to my platoon, and everyone was looking at me like, what the hell did Ashton just do? Like, this dude's a madman. And I played it off at the time. I was like, dude, that was chill. Like, I had nothing to worry about, but I was crapping myself internally. Like, in hindsight, it was a very stupid thing to have done.
Man literally stood up to a freaking kangaroo.
But yeah, no,
My
it was very silly.
Wait, is it true that people have burgers of kangaroos there? Like, does it actually get served there?
I'm not sure if it gets served in restaurants very often, but you can like buy kangaroo meat. Mincing kangaroo is probably the easiest way to eat kangaroo. Like I've done it before. Like because I've done a lot of hunting, so I've killed kangaroo, minced up their meat. It's actually quite good. Kangaroo meat's quite nice.
You're allowed to hunt kangaroos?
Oh yeah, you can hunt your national animal. Australia is one of the only countries in the world in which you can actually actively hunt your national animal.
Barbecue him.
Obviously, it'd be a bit hard for the UK to do it because they don't have lions in the UK. But yeah, so yeah, kangaroo meat is actually quite yummy. Like it's a bit tougher and a bit gamier than most meat, but it's not too much different from like venison. Like maybe it's a bit worse than venison, but not much.
What are you guys laughing at? I'm sorry. What are you guys? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh!
Gas! Gas! Gas!
Oh my god! And be thankful that our freaking thing doesn't.
Oh my god!
Be thankful that our chat doesn't show when we're recording, because that is cancelable.
You guys would 110% be demonetized.
I don't care.
Bro's just like,
Yes!
whatever.
Yes! Yes!
Yeah, we got a nuke. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so Do you guys have anything to ask Ashton, please? I just asked about the wildlife. Please tell me.
Oh, is the Tasmanian tiger really extinct?
I would say yes. I mean, I've heard rumors that like there's maybe still one or two
Damn.
wandering around, but I would say yes.
They're scary looking.
Oh yeah, they're definitely not with their freaking unhinging.
Tasmanian tigers are cool, actually.
They are cool looking, yes. Just their freaking unhinged jaws, just going, just. I think they were killed because they were preying on livestock too much. I think that was the reason why.
I heard it was government ordered, like the government paid you to kill them.
Yeah, it was the same with Tasmanian devils. For the longest time, Tasmanian devils were actively hunted because they were a pest, and now that's been outlawed, and they're like not extinct, but they're endangered. What are we looking at?
Oh, we got slideshow by Gabe. Okay, what's this?
History fact 69.
All right, we're looking up facts about the Tasmanian tiger, aka the thylacine. That's what they're called.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing's extinct.
Kind of sucks.
Or it's in my basement. Never know.
Or it's in Ed's basement with all of his dinosaurs.
Look at how wide its mouth can open. That's insane.
It's like Freddy Fazbear.
Yeah, no, they're kind of crazy.
I'm gonna need that.
Yo.
Oh, hey. Hey.
There.
No, don't you dare.
No, like,
Ed,
look at
Darren.
I need it
Darren,
as a pet.
I know what you're thinking.
It'd be awesome to like have in my
Darren,
backyard or something.
It's gonna snap it off, Darren.
Snap what off? I just mean it'd be like nice to have as like a pet.
Darren, you're gonna go to jail.
He's going to hell.
He's going to hell with Margaret.
He's going
Thatcher.
straight to hell.
I'll see you there,
He's
Gabe.
gonna join Mark.
Australia.
You're just as bad, little bad German boy.
But the Tasmanian tiger is actually not a cat. It's actually a marsupial.
Mm.
So, which basically means that it like carries its babies in a pouch. It's like a kangaroo or a what other marsupials do we have? Or a koala. Koalas are marsupials.
Yeah, koalas are also marsupials, I believe.
And then you got monotremes. Don't even get me started on monotremes. They're weird. Do you guys know what a monotreme is?
Mono what?
A monotreme.
Aren't they the echidnas?
Like I said.
Oh yeah, an echidna is a monotreme. I'm pretty sure.
You mean those trains that run on magnets?
You mean a monorail?
Oh, okay, an echidna. Yeah, I was right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure echidnas and platypuses. Platypuses? I don't even know what the plural is.
Hey, Gabe.
Eddie, what's that? That's not legal, Ed.
Yeah, it is. It's legal in PA.
I'm sorry.
It just became legal again.
Police are on their way, Ed.
See, in Australia, we have very strict laws when it comes to things like guns and knives. So we're very limited onto what guns and knives we can own.
Wait, it's really strict?
It's
In
quite strict.
Australia,
Yeah.
you have to have a kangaroo as your bodyguard.
Yeah, and your vehicle. We ride kangaroos around as well.
No, you ride spiders because they're so big.
This is probably all I can get away with carrying on me, just my multi-tool.
According to the county sheriff's office, you are under arrest.
Yeah, that's not real.
No, it's not.
Oh, he called you out.
Gabe is the fakest looking cop I've ever seen.
I'm the sexiest looking, fakest cop ever.
No, you're not.
Oh, yes, I am.
We're getting a divorce.
Look, the fact of the matter is, Gabe, you can't claim to be sexy when you've got Harrison in a call.
Fine, I'll kill him.
Oh, okay. But then
What?
you've still got me to deal with.
No, you're
and-
good, Harry. Don't worry about it.
Gabe, then you've still got me to deal with, and I live like the entire world away, so.
Dang, you got you there, son.
What'd he say?
You said you got him to deal with. And he lives like a half a world away.
Well, come to my place, then we'll talk.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Where do you guys live, Pennsylvania? Hell no, I'm staying away from there.
Yes, I'll purchase your plane ticket for it. Oh, well,
You know,
you
can
need
get,
it.
you can get a flight from Sydney to Auckland, and then Auckland to New York, and then we'll pick you up at the New York airport. All right?
Why would I go via? Surely New Zealand is not the most efficient way to go.
Yeah, what's that, like $3,000 in plane tickets?
Yeah, it is. You can't fly from Sydney to New York. It's Sydney to Auckland, and then Auckland to New York.
But you can go Sydney to LA. I'm pretty sure.
L.A. The drug people hang
Oh,
out there.
actually, now that I think of it, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Do you guys not like the New Zealanders?
Where? No. What?
Oh, okay.
I don't have any problem with New Zealanders.
I don't know where I
mean,
read it, but apparently, I don't know, there's some generalization you guys hate them for some reason.
No, I mean, when it comes to rugby, maybe, but that's about it.
I get that there's a fair point there.
Enough.
So
That's
I guess
enough.
something that came up. Oh, look at that! It came back.
That's enough.
There we go. Your thing improved. 40 minutes in, your camera's working.
Let's go.
Whose camera?
Last week, Ash, in front.
Well, I don't see it.
But yeah,
It's
for
not on
context-
for me.
Well, you guys suck.
For context with the Australia and New Zealand rugby thing, Australia hasn't won the Bledisloe Cup, which is the game that they do between Australia and New Zealand. They haven't won it in, I think it's been like 21 years. So, in that respect, we dislike New Zealand a bit. It's been 21 years since we won although New Zealand is very good at rugby, so, you know, who can blame us, really?
I mean, that's a fair point. I'm just trying to think. Zyarye and Lewis, since you two haven't talked yet, do you guys have anything to ask?
No, not really. I'm chilling.
Man, just chill. Man is gaming on the podcast. What a nerd. I'm literally waiting for you guys get games there. You guys get games. Anyway.
Homie got games.
Speaking of rugby, right here.
Very nice.
Got a rugby ball. I play rugby.
I respect that. An American that actually plays a half decent version of football.
Hey, there you go, Ed. You got respect from the Australian.
Eduardo.
Yeah, dude, American football does not have my respect, so I respect an American that plays rugby.
None of what?
I mean, let's be real. Who needs to wear helmets and pads and armor when they go to play a game of rugby? Like, come on.
When they get freaking, they just get freaking bonked. I mean, to be fair, football is pretty darn violent.
Yeah, rugby is too.
You know what? I don't doubt it.
Rugby, they actually teach you how to tackle. In football, they teach you to lead with your head.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's true.
In rugby, just a freaking tackle. Football. Just a freaking headbutt. Also, okay, so I guess, Ash, I want to also ask, what about the wildfires? Like, I want to know about, were you there when the really bad wildfire, well, of course you were there, but, like, what was the experience like when you had to deal with the wildfire?
Oh, I've got a lot of interesting stories about this, actually. So, you know how I talked about my uncle who lives on a farm?
Yeah.
He also
I'm
happens...
so sorry, Darren, what the hell are you doing? Why are you trying to...
Is that like a... What?
Among Us likes you guys.
Oh, I thought that was like a
It's an
Snorlax
Among Us.
plushie.
It's Among Us.
I thought that was a Snorlax plushie.
Oh, I can
Among Us is so much worse.
I can see Ash now. He's moving.
We did so we did.
But yeah, Harrison, I do need to correct you. They're not called wildfires in Australia. We call them bushfires, which is the correct term.
Oh.
Yeah, no wildfires, just bushfires.
Asian boy.
But yeah,
Gabe,
so
you're
during
muted.
I'm pretty sure it was 2020. But during
Gabe is
2020,
muted. Gabe was trying to talk and he muted.
Sorry. Okay, let's count how many people here are in America. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many people are in Australia? 1.
in terms of
So really, the correct term is wildfire.
But Gabe,
Oh my gosh!
I make up for all 6 of you because I'm 6'5" and you guys are all like 1 foot between you.
Ah, fuck.
Oh, bye, Lewis.
Damn, he's got me there.
Lewis left because he's like,
Lewis?
Lewis got schooled.
Oh, and now the
He
numbers
He didn't
have
want to
gone down
get
even
crapped
further.
on
Let's
because of
go.
his height.
But yeah, so I think it was 2020.
For context, I am 5'8".
Oh, that's rough, dude. I feel so sorry for you. You're below average.
Below. Oh, I make up for other things though.
Oh, okay.
No, he doesn't.
Okay,
I've seen it.
buddy.
Oh, trust me, I know.
There you go. You got it.
But anyway, back to the bushfires. Bushfires, not wildfires. Bushfires. So my uncle, he happens to also be the volunteer fire captain of the area that he lives in, which essentially means that he was in charge of a lot of the operations around that area. And my dad and I had recently bought ourselves 2 new motorbikes. That's actually something that I'm really into, is dirt bike riding. So we went up and joined him up there so we could help out with the fires. And this was in probably one of the areas where the fires were the absolute worst. Like, this is northern New South Wales. The fires up there were horrendous, like really, really, really bad. And my uncle was probably getting like a max of like 3 hours of sleep a day. Like, in a 24-hour period, he'd get 3 hours of sleep because that's just how constantly he was working with all the bushfires going on and stuff. But anyway, my dad and I went up there because we wanted to help out. And I was relatively new to motorbike riding. Like, I'd ridden a motorbike plenty of times before, but like I hadn't like properly done much motorbike riding, like over hard terrain or anything like this. So my dad just like sits me on my motorbike. Basically, I'm like 18. How old was I? 17, 16? I don't know. But anyway, basically sits me on a motorbike, and we basically end up riding for 6 hours a day for like 2 weeks straight. Literally riding straight through fire fronts. Like, I remember several times where I literally like jumped over fire fronts and stuff like that into the back lines of the fire and stuff like that. And we were doing back burning and all this sort of stuff to try and reduce the fire, because we were trying to stop it from getting to farmland, like where my uncle lives and stuff like that. And so my uncle, my dad, and I, we rode for 6 hours a day, like every day for 2 weeks, just riding around, putting out spot fires, which are like fires that have started from embers from other fires. We were like finding new fires that needed to be put out and calling it in on the radios. And we were doing all of this crap, and like we were doing it just nonstop. We had some nights where we were like back burning until 3 a.m. in the morning and stuff like that. Because like the fires that year were just so horrendous. I mean, I'm pretty sure you could see like the smoke from outer space and stuff like that. That was how crazy it was. Like, it was insane how bad it was. And to make matters worse, right? Even back home, and I live sort of towards the southern end of New South Wales. Even back home, our place was being threatened. So our house, my family home, was being threatened. It wasn't as severe as up north, but it was still bad. And we had a trip planned that we had dropped like, I don't know, $60,000 on to go to Africa for a few weeks, and go on like a bunch of safaris around Africa and stuff like that. So we were left with the option of either stay at home and like make sure that our house stays safe, or go to Africa and just hope that it stays safe without us. So my dad rigged up a sprinkler system on the roof of our house, and we just said, screw it. We're not gonna waste this Africa trip. Like, we're not gonna waste that. And we went to Africa, and we were in Africa, and we were just chilling, and we were keeping an eye on the fires. The fires seemed to start to die down. We were like, this is great. The fires are going down. And we're sitting in our hotel one day, and just over the TV, we hear about this thing that is being called COVID SARS-5 or whatever it was. I can't remember what the first name we heard it by was. And we just started hearing about this thing, and we're like, huh, this is weird. Like, there's this new virus thing that's coming about. And then we get back from Africa, and on our way back was when they had just started doing temperature tests. We get back from Africa. I get about, I don't know, I get a few weeks at school or something like that, and then we immediately go into lockdown. So I did the entire fire thing, then got like a bit of a sabbatical going to Africa. In Africa, COVID started up. I get back to Australia, have a few weeks of school, and then get put on lockdown. And then it was like that for like 2 years. So it was a pretty hectic time. But
Yikes.
yeah, those bushfires are pretty crazy.
That definitely sounds like a very hectic time.
Yeah, to make matters worse, I actually had to do my final exams, what we call the HSE. I had to do those in COVID conditions. So we were all in like individual classrooms. We all had to wear masks the entire time. What else? Australia was weirdly strict about school systems and with COVID. It was kind of annoying. There was a bunch of other things. I had to do so we have these things called HSE trials, which is essentially where you do your HSE like a few months before your actual HSE, and it's pretty much, I don't know how to explain it, but it goes towards your school grade, but not towards your actual like final grade. And I actually had to do that online. Like I had to do that via a computer while on a Zoom call and being monitored, so like to find that I wasn't cheating. It was crazy.
Damn.
But yeah, it was pretty hectic.
Sounds like it was pretty hectic.
It was good fun though. I have some good memories.
Good memories involving fire.
Some of the stories that I've heard are just insane. Like my uncle, I think had to like find like bodies of burn victims and stuff like that, and all this horrible stuff. Yeah, there was a car fire at one stage that was caused by it. These people were trying to drive through it, and their car got like succumbed to the flame, and they got like burnt alive in their car. There was like a couple towns that were basically completely flattened by the fires. Although I do have to specify these towns were basically glorified hippie communes. Well, no, they basically just were hippie communes. They were basically, I can't remember the names of them, but basically they were places that someone had just bought a property and allowed like an unlimited number of people to live on it. So pretty much just a hippie commune. But yeah, though there were a couple towns like that got completely flattened. And yeah, just Australian bushfire fighters, like firefighters and stuff like that, are just on next level. Like you guys see what happens in California, and you're like, oh crap, this is bad. But like versus Australia, like you guys ain't seen nothing. I mean, not saying that Californian wildfires aren't bad, but like Australian bushfires just take it to a whole nother level. Because I'm not sure if you guys know this, but Australia is literally designed to have bushfires. Like we have to have bushfires. Literally all of the fauna in Australia. No, sorry, not fauna, flora. Like all of the Australian flora is like has evolved over time, so that in order to germinate, in order to reproduce, they actually have to have bushfires come through. There's a certain heat ceiling. There's a certain heat ceiling that certain plants have, whereby they have to get really hot, like heat that can only be brought by a fire, to actually like burst seed pods open and germinate and be embedded into the soil. Like I wonder, can I screen share with you guys? I'll show you a crazy photo.
I'm pretty sure you're able to do it.
Yes, if you're using a PC, there should be a share option next to the leave call button.
But this is what the change makes. I don't know if you guys can actually see this right now, but this is the change that it makes. I can send the photo to you, Harrison.
Oh yeah, but the screen, we got the screen share.
But this
I got
is what it looks like.
Okay.
Like
Is
immediately
that a
after
lawnmower?
fires, and then that there is probably only a few weeks after. Like that's how quickly the Australian bush bounces back. Because literally, like the trees are made for it. Every single
Wow.
native plant life in Australia is made to like basically thrive under bushfires. So it's not even about a survival thing. It's literally they are designed so that they do better from bushfires. Which is actually a big perk when it comes to invasive species. So species that have been introduced from overseas, because all you actually have to do is send a bushfire through, like a controlled burn, send it through, and that basically causes all of the invasive species to die, while all of the Australian species survive fine. It's actually really cool. Like I've seen it happen. So that screen share that I gave you, I've seen that exact thing happen before. Like I've been riding through one area when it's like completely on fire, like still on fire. Then I've ridden through it like a week later when it's like just charcoal, bare charcoal everywhere. And then I've ridden through it like a month later where it's like the most lush that I've ever seen that area before. It's crazy.
There's a big part of me that really wants to disable chat.
Do it.
No.
Do it.
Why?
Because what the? I'm trying to listen to this and I'm hearing this
I'm paying
bullshit.
attention.
And I'm subjected to this bullshit that you got.
Gabe, did you just cock that gun by the barrel?
You didn't see that.
What? How does that even? I thought Lugers don't you like flick it up? Isn't that how Luger works? I don't know.
Yes, the toggle lock on the back.
Yeah. Oh, so you can actually do that
The
with
toggle
the barrel.
cam.
I just made the worst action. It's so unfortunate. So you can actually push
So
the
really,
barrel
you
back.
shouldn't be able to do that at all.
Apparently you can.
Whoa. Oh. All right.
Very into.
Trying to get me killed?
No.
German boy.
Alright, so just trying to think, do you guys have any other more questions for our Aussie friend right here?
Yes.
That helps.
Darren, you know I'm not that way.
Handsome German. Handsome German.
Hansen German Deutsche.
There you go.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Ash, and I apologize for being friends with these guys. I have want to.
If you apologize, I'm coming over to your house.
Hey, you invited me to
Yeah,
your friend
that's
group.
true.
Well, I can, if you want, I can just tell you guys a little bit about myself and stuff like that, if you want. Or I don't know.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
Who are you and what are you
yeah.
doing here?
Okay, well, I know who I am, but I'm not sure what I'm doing here. I don't even know why I'm here. I just woke up this morning and Harrison was like, "Yo, jump on," and I was like, "Okay, well." But no. So my name is Ashton Simon James Gresham. I am 19, about to turn 20 in a week and a half. I study medical science, and in an hour's time, I have to be at a human pathophysiology class. What is it? I don't know how to say it. Human pathophysiology class. In an hour, and then I've got an immunology class after that, which is fun. I also do a lot of work for my church. I am a youth group leader, which is fun but also very exhausting. I don't know. I like riding motorbikes. I like skiing. I like reading books. I like running. I'm training for a marathon at the moment, for the Sydney Marathon. I should clarify. I'm not running a full 42Ks. I'm running 10Ks with a group. I would have liked to do a half marathon, but my group only wanted to do 10Ks, so I'm only doing 10Ks. But it's like 10Ks for the Sydney Marathon. It's like the Sydney Marathon, but I'm only doing 10Ks within it. I'm not doing the full marathon. Anyway. But yeah, and what else? I am aspiring to potentially start doing content creation, which is why I'm very glad to be here with you. Very
Ooh.
interesting gentlemen.
Oh, ain't
Well,
that
we are very
sweet.
glad to have you.
Yeah.
I feel like that should have been done in the intro, but
Of
whatever.
course.
Yeah, we're getting a lot more guests as just noticed. We have our guests. It's all right, you know.
Oh well.
This was a little like off the chambers of doing this. Like we just said, screw it. This was a
Whatever.
little bit unprepared, but hey, we made it happen. And plus, our guest wait list is long enough. I think we're gonna have 2 other guest stars on, and then one
A
of
guest
them we got-
wait list. Yeah, right.
Yeah, we do, Gabe.
Oh my gosh. There's no way.
Anyway,
I have a pair of those too, Harry.
wow, Gabe, why do you have to insult everything I freaking do?
Insult? I said I don't believe that we have a guest list. There's
Did
no
you
way.
look on the Discord?
Whoa. Let's look at the Discord.
You made him mad.
What's
And
up
look
with
at the
Discord?
freaking rolls.
Rivers.
At the rolls. Harris is just casually flexing that he's the owner of the Discord.
I know, right? That's funny. I have the crown thing there.
Gabe is just. Hey, let's go. I'm
no.
listed as
Where
a.
is
Oh
it?
wait, I'm listed as a guest star. Let's go.
Yeah, we're gonna get another one on, and hopefully part 2 happens. That still has not. That's still up in the air. If you know, you know. That's all I'm gonna say. If you know, you know.
Basically, Harrison, you just need to make this video perform like really, really well, so it outperforms Hannah. That's all I want from this. Because I think it'd just be hilarious if it outperformed Hannah.
This just outperforms Hannah in her content.
Just like name
Oh,
the
that'd be
title,
funny.
like do like Australians versus Americans or something
I'm
stupid,
just trying
like
to think. So,
just
yeah.
to make it as clickbaity as possible.
this is what's gonna freaking be the episode: Australian versus Americans. There we go. Thanks for the title.
That's so clickbaity. You could just do that, and that'll surely outperform Hannah.
Anyway,
Oh God.
But yeah, one of the perks of I will say one of the perks about Australia is we have real food. We're not always eating fake food, which is fantastic. We what else? What else do we have over you? I don't know. I'm sure there's other things. What are some horrible things? Oh yeah, we don't have like the most polarized political landscape in the world, although it's getting close to that.
to be fair, I could not be interested in politics at all, at least in the current state. It's just
fair enough.
It's just a mess.
I feel like
now.
that's how people are getting in the US now. They're just like, I'm just
And
gonna,
the media
I'm just
does
gonna
not help
push
one
myself
bit.
away from it. Like, I don't want to be near this. Anyone who has a moderate to like conservative view generally is just like, yeah, no, I'd prefer not to be involved just because this is so stupid.
Gabe, you really pulled out the rules.
You told me to look at them.
Not the rules, the rolls.
Oh, rolls. Oh. I'm like, there's no guest star here.
The rolls.
The rolls. I thought you said rules. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Okay.
That's funny.
My goodness.
That's funny. I need sleep.
You need a new pair of ears. That's what you need.
Okay, Harrison, Supreme Chancellor, which is me, Raccoon Gamer, bots, member, guest. Oh wow.
Wait,
6
so then-
people.
If Gabe, if you're
But we
Supreme
can eliminate
Chancellor,
half
is that-
of them because they've already been here.
Oh, that's another thing that Australians have over Americans is that we can actually pronounce words like better than Americans. I wouldn't say properly, but better.
What do you mean?
I mean, look, like for instance, Gabe just said chancellor. Who says chancellor? Chancellor. Oh my gosh, that sounds horrible. It's
What did I say?
Chancellor.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh.
Okay, that's enough
Or
now.
freaking tomato.
Stop making fun of me.
It doesn't feel good, does it, Gabe?
What?
being made fun of nonstop, Gabe.
Why? I don't make fun of you nonstop. You're full of crap.
Oh, aluminum. Aluminum. You guys say aluminum, don't you?
Aluminum.
Aluminum. That's so
God.
stupid.
We don't say aluminium. It's aluminum.
It's aluminium. Look. You look up how it's spelt, and I'm pretty sure you guys spell it the same way.
Aluminium sounds stupid.
It's literally I don't know, A-L-U. Wait.
Aluminum.
No, it's I-U-M.
Oh shit.
It's literally
There's a
spelled
second I
I-U-M.
in there. I didn't know that.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I didn't know that. That's funny.
There is a second I in there. It's not pronounced with just a U.
Oh. Aluminum in North American language.
Wait, do you guys please tell me
The
you guys
second
at
I
least-
is after the N.
Yeah. It's A-L-U-M-I-N-I-U-M. Aluminium.
So apparently in North American English it is spelled A-L-U-M-I-N-U-M.
Yeah, and that's stupid. Why would
Wow.
you guys name it that?
I don't know. I was born here.
You get rid of like the U in color? Like
I don't know.
why? Why do you feel the need to be different? Like you're just insecure.
I guess.
That's what you Americans are. You're just so insecure that you need to change everything. It's like who came up
I don't know. I didn't make the rules.
with freaking inches or like feet or yards or whatever? Like what is wrong with the metric system? Please.
I
It's
know
so
a
good.
dumbass came up with inches because I don't like inches myself.
I honestly do start using meters more just because it's been.
Or freaking Fahrenheit. Who came up with Fahrenheit? Oh my gosh.
Fahrenheit, the guy.
It's
Apparently.
Like, so disappointing. I mean,
I don't know. But I will agree with you that inches, the United States measurement system, I do not like very much.
Gabe, for that,
I prefer metric.
I respect you a little bit more.
Thank you.
Yeah, to be fair, I really don't like because everything else just uses meters and stuff. I'm like, I'm just gonna use that. Try to more.
Yeah, because in my my major, engineering, computer aided drafting, we deal with a lot of numbers, and I just hate inches.
Fair enough.
It's stupid.
Yeah, I can't imagine having to use freaking inches to measure like actual precise stuff and things like that because it's just I mean, who like it's like why would someone say like quarter of an inch as opposed
I don't
to
want to
like
use fractions.
yeah, exactly. Like who would want to use fractions over just saying like 2 millimeters or something like like because then you've got to think through the process to get to the fraction. It's like why? That's so convoluted.
Yeah, 1 millimeter, 1/32. Yeah.
That's so stupid.
I do agree with that. That is a little.
Wait, is that the equivalent? Is it 1/32? Is that a millimeter?
What's 1 millimeter? I'm sorry.
I don't know. It's just Gabe said something.
I don't know. I'm just trying to think. Man, we've been going for like an hour and 18 minutes now. Although a lot of that's probably gonna get cut, but I'm just gonna see.
Oh, you bet.
Did my thing upload or not from the from when I
think
was here the first
did.
time?
Hold on.
What happened to Ed?
Ed
I
freaking
left and came
died.
back.
Ed pulled a Hannah. Okay.
Oh.
Ed pulled a Hannah. That's what happened. Man forgot to charge his phone.
Oh.
What a. Harrison, bleep that out. Anyway,
Oh, you're gonna need to bleep a lot more
Yeah,
shit out.
Jeez, Harrison, what's your language?
yeah.
You know what? Let's bleep over Darren.
Watch my line. Oh my god.
Okay, that's actually hurting my ears, Darren. Darren!
Anyway, so I'm just trying to find a good Q&A thing we can just end this on. I guess we could do this one. What is the most daredevil thing you would realistically do? Gabe?
Oh, that's for me. I'm sorry. A daredevil thing that I would what?
That you would realistically do.
Drive really fast and not get caught.
Bro, that's so lame.
I don't know. I don't think of
Oh my god.
I'm gonna blow
Oh
the
my
world up today or
gosh.
something. I don't think like that.
I don't think anyone was thinking
Oh,
like
maybe
that.
I do a little bit, but.
Gabe has the.
I
has
don't
the
understand, like,
Despicable Me villain.
Who is it?
here.
Who is
We
it
are
that you
going
asked
to
that
steal
question?
the moon.
It's like, what is the most daredevil thing you would do? And like, who is it that answers? Oh, I don't know, blow up the world. Like, what? What is your thought process? How did you get to that?
Okay.
It just popped in my head, like it's always been there. I don't know.
I worry about you, Gabe. I really worry about you. Maybe you need to go get some help.
I probably should.
Anyway, probably the most realistic Daredevil thing I would do is probably skydive.
Dude, that's lame as well. That's so generic.
I can't. I'm too afraid of heights.
What the heck? You guys,
I mean,
Americans are wusses. What?
what would you do, Ash?
I
How
don't
about
know.
that? What
I'd
would
struggle.
you do?
I'd struggle to
Punch a
find one that I
kangaroo.
wouldn't do. Like, I would genuinely struggle to find one that I wouldn't do. Like, I mean, I think
Man,
I'd be willing to try. I'd be willing to try wingsuiting if it was out of a plane. I probably wouldn't do it as a base jump, but like I don't know. There's a lot of different things that I'd be willing to do, just for the experience, honestly. I mean, I already do like a lot of extreme sports and stuff like that. Like, I mean, motorbike riding, and I'm trying to get better at skiing. I'm not very experienced with skiing, but like, I'm getting better. I've only gone skiing twice, and I've already done a black run before. So, like, I generally, when it comes to these sort of things, I try and push myself a lot.
Mm.
So yeah,
All right, interesting.
I would probably struggle to
now I
find
gotta
something
hear
that I wouldn't
Darren.
do.
Darren, what's the most realistic Daredevil thing you would do? Darren is thinking.
Like hijack an airplane, maybe.
What? Hijack an airplane.
I feel like
Oh,
that
no.
would be a
Are we
sure
trying to
one.
repeat
Like,
that?
Hello,
especially
FBI. Yes, I'd
in
like to report a
America.
terrorist.
Especially in America, that would probably be a very, very dumb thing to do. That would quite possibly end in your death, I think.
I wouldn't say that.
Would.
That would be dumb.
Unless you're talking like an RA aircraft, like it's just a freaking like a light aircraft or something. Like in that case, probably not. But
within my limits, I don't know. But I wanted to say skydiving also because like the whole thing behind it is like you don't or like when you're up that like high, you don't like realize that you're that high. And I kind of want to like experience free falling too.
Through the
Fall.
sky.
And just fall and just get like faster and faster. Because like if your parachute fails, right, you're dead.
That's why you have a backup.
So like when you're just like, when you're like skydiving, right? I don't know how to like explain it, but like I'd say skydiving because like if everything fails, it's like you literally see death coming towards you. But like I want to experience that like rush too.
You want to experience the death part?
No.
Oh.
I want to like experience that like rush of just like jumping out and just like free falling. I don't know.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, there is a reserve chute, and if that fails, you're dead.
And then die too, yeah.
Who joined?
Lewis.
It's Lewis joined back just as we're wrapping stuff up.
Alright, guys, I'll see you next time.
Anyway, so yeah. I guess now that you both are here, Lewis, what's the most Daredevil thing you would do?
Or Daredevil?
Yes.
Daredevil would be like literally somebody telling somebody, yo, you won't do this. And then you do it. That's Daredevil shit. So I'd have to, like, somebody would ask me. Somebody would be like, yo, I bet you can't do this. So I don't really have anything to Daredevil. Like, what? Like, it'd be different if, like, Harrison be like, yo, I bet you can't jump off this bridge right here. You know what I mean? And then I'd be like, oh, say less.
just freaking.
Apparently, mine's too extreme, so I have to get help.
Yeah.
I'm the sort of person that if you bet me
Gabe, what
money
is
on
yours?
doing something, I would 100% go and do it. Like if we were walking along like a pretty tall bridge, like across a river, and you're like, dude, I'll give you $20 if you jump off this, I would do it. Like it doesn't take much for me to do something stupid.
Golden Gate. Jump off the Golden Gate Bridge.
I don't think I would do that. I think that's a death wish, but
Most daredevil thing I would do is I would surprise Gabe at his house at like 3 in the morning, but dressed in all black so you don't see me, right? And wear a ski mask and get a fake gun. A fake weapon, and post and then post up in front of Gabe's house at 3 in the morning and be like, Yo, get your ass out here, man. Get your ass out here, huh?
If you do that, you're gonna get shot on the spot. Don't do that.
I was gonna say in America that's a pretty big risk to do that sort of thing, like impersonating a robber.
In America, that's how you get shot.
And I'm gonna point it at Gabe. Be like, come out. That's the most
And
daredevil
this is
thing
what
I
I'm
would
gonna do, Darren. No!
I got a 50% chance of survival, but you know what?
No, you got a 20% chance.
Why is it that all of Darren's suggestions are one where he's like considering putting himself in a situation where he's very likely to die? Like he literally specifically talks about death when it comes to skydiving. He talks about hijacking a plane, which he would probably die in because he'd get killed. I feel like you're not making the wisest decisions. Like there's Daredevil, and then there's just
He's
stupid.
just-
Like just
Even
straight
better
up plain
if you
stupid.
leave your doors unlocked. If you leave your doors unlocked, I'm coming in your house.
He's a different breed of stupid.
I am very glad then that I live very, very far away from you, Darren.
If your doors and your windows are unlocked, even better. I'm coming in your house.
Oh dear.
You want to know who I am?
Oh my god.
Talk about Daredevil. That's it right there.
Anyway, and since Zyarye has not talked throughout this entire episode.
Oh, I forgot he was even here.
I've been listening. I just shot.
Oh,
What's the most Daredevil thing you would do, Zyarye? I gotta know.
Huh? I remembered trying to do some jackass show with my brothers.
oh
Didn't
no.
go too well.
Yeah, I'm just imagining Zyarye just with a freaking like doing the shopping cart thing from Jackass, just going down the freaking street, riding a shopping cart.
Oh, that gives me an idea. Engineer a shopping cart with 2 rockets on it. Just like the little Bad Piggies game.
Like the freaking Angry Birds.
And aim it into the New York City Square, Madison Garden. And see what happens. If it hits people, cars, blows up a building, that'd be so fun to watch. Of course, then again, I'd have the FBI right on my ass, too, after that. But
Okay, so yeah, this is definitely one of the episodes. Like, this is what I will have to say. This is one of the episodes. So yeah, so Ash, I want to thank you for coming on this episode. Or I
Oh,
can also
thank you
say
for having
I
me,
am
boys.
I am sorry.
That's okay, Harrison. No need to apologize on their behalf. Although I do expect an apology from all of you guys. Other than Harrison. Harrison, you're beautiful. I love you.
no.
Oh,
No.
thank you.
Damn,
I
savage.
didn't say shit. What did I do?
Oh wait, yes, you're fine. You're fine.
I sincerely apologize or whatever. Yo, somebody. No, play.
Damn.
I apologize for the way that I acted on this podcast. This is not usually how I am outside.
Anyway, guys, I gotta head off because I gotta make sure I get to my class on time.
Yeah, understandable. We're just about to wrap things up, so yeah, I'll just do closing statements here, and then we can just call this an episode. So if you enjoyed today's episode, please download it on Spotify. Also share it around. Also follow our Instagram, Digital Pandemonium. We would greatly appreciate that. Also subscribe to the YouTube channel, and also join the Discord. The link will be in the description. And until then, See you next time. Bye bye.